Hello, Lara. What's your name? Lara. How old are you? 1. Good job. How about you, Lisa? Lisa. Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Are you busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're busy. Can mommy ask you something? What's your name? Lisa. How old are you? 1. Good job. Let's do body parts. Where's your nose? Where's your nose? Nose. Where's your mouth? Mouth. Where are your eyes? Eyes. Where are your ears? Ears. How about your hair? Hair. How about your hands? Hands. How about your tummy? Where's your tummy? Tummy. Very good. Where's your feet? Where are your feet? Oh, teeth. Yeah. Where's your teeth? Teeth. Where's your tongue? Where's your tongue? Yeah, that's your tongue. Very good. Where is the shape of heart? Heart. Where is the shape of heart, Lara? Heart. How about the shape of triangle? Triangle. How about star? Where's the shape of star? Star. How about circle? Circle. Where's the circle, Lara? Yeah. How about the cross? Where's cross? Cross. Where's the cross? Where is the shape of square? Where's the shape of triangle? How about star? Star. How about circle? Where's the heart? Put in the star, Lara. Put in the star. Got stuck. Okay, get stuck. What color is this? Green. How about this one? What color is this? Yellow. How about this one? Orange. How about this one? Red. Good job. How about this one? What color is this? Blue. What color is this, Lisa? What color is this? Blue. Good job. Yellow. Where's the color red? Here is color red. How about the color yellow? Where's the color yellow? Yes, this one is the color yellow. How about the color orange? Yes, this one is the color orange. How about the color blue? Yes, this one is the color blue. How about color green? Yeah, good job. How about color red? Color red. Where's the color red? No, this one is color orange. Where's the color red? Yeah, this one is the color red. How about the color orange? Where's the color orange? Yes. How about color yellow? Color yellow. Good job, Lisa. Good job, Lara. How about the color green? Where's the color green? Good job. How about the color red? Mommy wants color red. No, this one is color yellow. Where's the color red? Yeah. How about the color blue? Yes, this one is color blue. Where's the color orange? Orange. Good job. This is color orange. How about color red? Yeah, that's color red. Color red. This is color yellow. Put it on. Put it. No, that's not correct. Put it on. Color orange first. Orange, yellow, green, blue. Good job. Good job. Oh, clapping. Good job. The animals. Where is the monkey? Monkey. What does the monkey say? How about the snake? Where's the snake? Snake. What does the snake say? How about the zebra? Where's the zebra? Zebra. Yeah, there's a zebra. Where's the zebra, Lisa? Where's the zebra? Yeah. How about the penguin? Where's the penguin? Yeah. Where's the seal? Yeah, seal with the ball. And where's the banana of the monkey? Yeah, that's the banana. Yummy banana. How about a giraffe? Where's the giraffe? Giraffe. Where's the lion? What does the lion say? Wow. Where's the toucan? Toucan. Where's the hippopotamus? Where's the hippopotamus? Yes, that's a hippopotamus. Where's the elephant? What does the elephant say? Where's the... Here, in front page. Here. Where's the bee? Where's the bee? Where's the bee? What does the bee say? How about the panda bear? Where's the panda? Where's the panda? Yeah, that's the panda. That's a mouse. Where's the tiger? Tiger, very good. Where's the dolphin? Yeah, how about the owl? Owl. How about whale? Where's the whale? Whale. Yeah. Where is the polar bear? Polar bear. Yes. How about sea lion? Where's the sea lion? Yeah, that's the sea lion. Where is the penguin? Yeah, that's the penguin. Where's the dolphin? Where's the crab? Yeah, tiny cutie crab. How about the apple? Where's the apple? Apple. Where's the chicken? Yeah. Where's the excavator? Yeah, that's the excavator. Where is the policeman? Uh-oh, there's a dirt. Uh-oh. Where's the policeman? Policeman. How about the police car? Police car. How about the doctor? Doctor. How about the planets? Where are the planets? Yeah, how about the stars? Yeah, how about a doctor? Where's the doctor? Where's the mechanic? Very good. Where's the astronaut? Yeah, it's only hand. Where else? Where are the balloons? Balloons. Where's the pizza? Pizza. How about cake? Cake. Where are the gifts? Gifts. Where are the other gifts? Yeah, those are the other gifts. How about the dog? Where's the dog? What does the dog say? Very good. Letters. Let's do letters. Put it here, Bobby. Put it here. Where's A? A. Ah. Where is B? B. B. Where is K? K. How about D? Where's D? D. How about E? E. How about F? F. F. How about G? G. 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 Where's G? Yeah, that's G. How about H? H. Ha. Ha. Very good. How about E? Ice cream. That's ice cream. Where's E? E. I. How about J? J. What is J? J. Very good. How about K? K. K. No. Where's K? K. This one is K. 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 How about L? L. Asha. She. How about N? And O? Where's O? O. Where's P? P. Very good. Where's Qui? Qui. 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 How about R? R. R. Here's the R. R. Where is S? S. How about T? T. 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 Very good. How about U? U. No, this one is U. U. Where is V? V. V. About V. 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 Yeah, that's V. X. 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 How about E? E. E. How about Z? Z. What is Z? Z. The letters. What's the sound of this letter? Ah, very good. How about this one? What's the sound of this letter? X. This one? How about this one? W. This one? Very good. What's the sound of this one? Cow. How about this one? L. L. How about this one? Kui. Kui.
Like that?
And this one? What's the sound of this one? What's the sound of it? E. How about this one? G. How about this one? D. And this? What's the sound of this one, Lara? What's the sound of this one? What's the sound of this one? Mm. And this one? Zzz. And this one? Mm. R, r, r. And this one? What's the sound of this one? E. What's the sound of this one, Lisa? Lisa, what's the sound of this one? E. And this one? How about you, Lisa? What's the sound of this one?
Yeah.
S. How about this one? What's the sound of this one? V. V. What's the sound of this one, Lisa? What's the sound of this one? V. V. And this one? J. J. What's the sound? What's the sound, Lisa? Ha. What's the sound of this one? What's the sound? What's the sound of this one, Lisa? Ah. Eh. Eh. That's eh. Very good. What's the sound of this one, Lisa? What's the sound? What's the sound of this one? Ta. T. T. Oh. Oh. Very good. Good job. How about count? Good job. Good job counting, Lisa. How about very good. Good job.